Jonathan.
Yes.
One day,
Yeah.
talking about you going on Fox and telling the world you're going to die if you don't get Captain Rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
That is a sad thought. Mortality. Because we all will die one day.
It's true.
I don't want you to, Jonathan.
Thanks. I don't want you to either.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's definitely happening. But I was thinking about this, like, last week. I want to make you, Jonathan, a phylactery.
Is that something milk comes out of?
No.
Phylactery? That's not a fellatio factory, is it?
No.
Oh, phew.
No, don't be remedial.
I just was worried, that's all.
A phylactery is a jar or some sort of container that holds your soul, your life essence. And as long as that remains, so shall thee.
Does that work?
Yeah. I mean, in about 500 years' time, you will be a desiccated lich. But I only see that as a benefit. I'll tell a lie. I want to turn you into a lich.
They're not real. They're spooky monsters that don't exist, I don't think. They're very powerful, though.
Very
Watch out.
powerful.
Mm.
You're going to be so powerful when we turn you into a lich, Jonathan Holmes. All we need is a soul jar, a phylactery, and it will keep you tethered to this world for eternity, allowing you all the time you need to study the dark arts and master magic and witchcraft, lichcraft, and get really, really good at Super Meat Boy.
I am okay at Super Meat Boy. I'm not really, really good.
But if you were a lich, no death run.
Whoa.
Do a no death run of Super Meat Boy.
That's, yeah. A lich, a no death run. That's good. That's good, Jim.
I didn't even do that. I didn't even do that. I'm accidentally clever. I like that. It'll be brilliant, like 500 years from now, whoever's hosting Twitch TV, or Lich TV, will be live streaming on the internet, and will say, we are delighted to have Jonathan Holmes, the Lich Lord, is going to come out, and play Super Meat Boy, no death run, and then you'll, float out with gowns. You've got skin, but it's grey and all the bones are visible, so you're basically a skeleton with just skin pulled tight over it. And you just come out and say, hello! I am Jonathan Holmes, and I like Super Meat Boy!
Whoa.
And then you raise the chicken, head forward, eat the chicken, and lower the chicken.
As a lich, as a member of the now I'm just a zombie. Now I'm just a disgusting, borderline cannibalistic, undead creature that
You
makes
make a good point. It would have to be a rotten chicken, basically just a chicken skeleton that you're just putting up to your face. And it's probably, rather than you tearing flesh off it, the rib bones are probably sticking into your face and tearing chunks of your flesh off. And it's just sloughing off.
But zombies eat rotten, gross stuff too. That doesn't make it any less gross when zombies do it.
You're not a zombie, you're a lich. Very different.
Totally different form of
It doesn't seem that different.
Zombie is mindless. Zombie is a mindless zombie, basically. You're a lich. You're like at the higher echelon of undead. I'd put you above a vampire, mate.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Vastly sorcerous.
Hyper intelligent.
Incredibly intelligent. You've spent the past 500 years just learning. And you're really good at Super Meat Boy.
That's not that new of a game. I could have been playing something more recent.
No, it is just Super Meat Boy. Because you're a lich.
You really put the most time into.
You are also arcane and archaic. Super Meat Boy
sure.
will be like one of your occult relics.
They're making another one, I gotta bug them about that.
Yeah.
They're making one for the pad, for the iPad,
So,
I think.
This phylactery.
Yeah.
I want you to shit into a mason jar.
What? No.
Yeah.
Gross.
To be honest, I didn't bother reading up on phylacteries before recording today, but I was reading the Dungeons & Dragons wiki to learn things about Dungeons & Dragons, which, as you know, a few months ago I started playing, and they mentioned a phylactery. I think I know enough. It's got to contain, your essences, Jonathan. So what we need to do is you need to get a mason jar, put it on the floor. I'll help. I'll be taking photographs of all of this. And pull your little ass cheeks apart, Jonathan, and just defecate into the mason jar. Not too much. Don't worry. We'll be doing this in your kitchen, Jonathan, where it's sterile and nice. I'll be underneath your bum hole. I'll be holding the mason jar with a ruler, and I'll hold the ruler to the side of the jar because I'll measure it. I want about 3.5 inches of your waist. You'll begin pooping. Don't worry if you get any on me. I'll be made up with that. Measuring it, and then when it's full, when it goes to where I want it, I'll just pull the mason jar away, and then you finish your business.
I don't want to poop in the kitchen, or on you, or near you, or in a jar.
Jonathan,
None of it.
You won't live forever if you don't have a phylactery.
But that's a poop jar. That's
Earthly soil.
Can't I?
It needs to have the essence of your earthly soil.
Can I put skin flakes in there?
No.
Hairballs.
No. This is only the first ingredient, right?
What?
These are all things like near and dear to your body. That's what it needs to do. It needs to contain the very essence of your body. So, earthly soil. That goes in 3.5 inches of that, please. Luckily, of course, many times when we defecate, a bit of pee-pee comes out of us as well. And that's so I just need to push the mason jar forward while you're still squatting and pooping, and then just catch the drippy drops of pee-wee that come out. And that goes in the phylactery as well.
the tone of pride in your voice.
I'm very pleased with this.
Might I add, that goes in the phylactery as well. As if I hadn't figured that out yet. Oh, really? There will be pee and poo in the jar that you're collecting from me.
No one said necromancy was pleasant.
And on your kitchen floor, if we're being totally honest at this point.
Yeah. Hell, if we mess this up too much, your entire kitchen will be a phylactery, Jonathan. We don't want that. We need something, that can be hidden away, because this will be basically your heart on the outside of your decaying body. So we got to take good care of it. That's why it's a mason jar. Sturdy. Okay? You need essence of life's blood.
It's not. It's the waste that you produce when you try to stay alive. Your body's like, I want to live. I got to get rid of this waste that will be bad for me living. Now you're just putting the bad parts in the jar. The poop.
Yeah. So where do you want us to cut you?
Don't cut me at all.
You need life's blood in there. I mean, arm, arse cheek. I'm thinking I'd like to bleed your arse.
What? Who likes that?
Right?
Nobody likes that.
I just get like a pen, and I just actually no, good idea. Corkscrew. Pop that on your bum, on your left or your right cheek.
He'll be like a little piggy.
Yeah.
Cute. Piggies are cute.
Skewer that in, little piggy. Pop it out. And then I'll grab, like, your one of your filthy shit pillows and just squish it, so life's arse blood comes out into the jar.
That's bad. You're sad. That's not good. Don't do it.
Now, of course,
wound me. No, yeah.
Of course, Jonathan, once we've done all that, we need the liquid of all life.
What?
What fluid does your body produce from which all life springs?
Tears?
I'm gonna need you to come in the jar of shit and piss and blood, Jonathan.
What? No, gross.
Stop it off! Now I realise that having shat in front of your friends, don't worry, Conrad will be there banging a ceremonial drum. After shitting and pissing in front of your friends, having been bled of quite a lot of blood, I won't give you a ballpark figure or anything. Let's just say quite a lot, because not only have we had to fill up the jar to halfway, I've kept some for myself.
Why?
Vampire. So you turn round, and you're gonna be tired. Like I said, lost a lot of blood, and once, to be honest, you'll be lucky if you've got enough to sustain where it needs to go and stay conscious. That's why I'll be whacking you off, Jonathan! Is he still...
I don't want to. I won't do it. Even if this. Oh, what was that?
I don't know, we had some weird technical difficulties. It's probably dark.
What's going?
It's...
Hello?
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 Yeah, I'm here. Sounded like a demon, like a cackling demon.
Oh, it was probably me laughing, sorry.
We are meddling in dark forces, I think is what's going on. This proves that the plan is good.
Well, I mean, now, alternatively, we could just have him masturbate with the jar. I mean, that seems like the most effective delivery method for the semen, right?
That's a good idea. I mean, it's going to be warm in that jar.
Right.
It's going to be solid, yet yielding in that jar.
The conditions should be perfect.
Yeah. We're going to need you to fuck the jar, Jonathan.
What? No, how do you even do that? They're too big.
Like I said, there's going to be things inside the jar at that point.
Yeah, with all of the material in the jar itself.
Yeah, with enough viscosity and yield to, I think, produce a pleasurable experience for you.
You think that me putting my penis in a poop jar would be pleasurable? Poop penis.
I don't think there's anything wrong with fucking a jar of your own shit and blood.
I didn't say there's anything. This is, it's not right or wrong. It's just not.
You're right. We shouldn't shame people. We shouldn't. We shouldn't shame people who are currently, right now, turned on by the idea of Jonathan Holmes fucking a jar of his own shit.
That's fine.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
You're gonna have to.
Why? to live forever?
Yeah.
Then Captain Rainbow won't even come out. Can I get Captain Rainbow to come out first, and then... That's not going to make me live forever, though. I mean, if you could prove it. If you could point in my direction someone who has definitely been alive for 1,000 years.
Keith Richards.
Did he do it? If he showed me the jar, and if
you look at that man and you tell me he didn't fuck a mason jar full of his own blood and shit.
I can't be sure.
He has done things. Horrible things.
Probably. Oh, and that Steven Tyler, too. I wonder what he's had.
Oh, shit! Oh, look, it's Keith Richards.
What?
Did you fuck a jar of your own shit and blood or not, Keith Richards?
Yes, on the lids.
Brilliant. See you next year. There you go.
That wasn't really Keith Richards.
It definitely was. You heard him.
That was you being a funny little fella in the corner, mumbling. It's cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
Yeah, I like it.
So, I mean, this is... I see nothing wrong with this plan. By this point, the jar is full of your shit, your blood, your piss, your cum. all the essential body ingredients. All it needs then is life's breath. Just stick your nose and mouth into the jar, breathe in deep, so, you know, its essence fills you and mixes inside you, and then breathe out. And then your soul will come out with it. And that might feel and taste and sound like you're just, like, vomiting physically. That's what your soul looks and tastes and smells like. You're not actually being sick because you inhaled your own cum and shit. That's how you know it's working, Jonathan. It's
the grossest idea.
It's not. We've had grosser.
I think it is.
We've had grosser.
Sure. I'm not sure.
I'm sure there's been a lot more poo involved in some.
There's been some ideas that are more hurtful, like physically painful. But this is the one that really takes all of the bad and puts it in a jar and then makes me smell it.
Well, I mean, that's the point of necromancy and you know, employing dark magic to live forever, Jonathan. You know, it's not pleasant. It's dirty business. Someone's got to do it. I'd like it to be you. It can't be me. I'm holding the jar. Conrad's banging on a drum, saying things like, "Oh."
Why don't you guys want to live forever? Why don't you do it first? No, I couldn't possibly. I couldn't deal with the loss of all of the people that I really care about around me, and yeah.
Yeah, I've watched
long-term existence.
I've watched a lot of Television's Angel, and he's not happy with it. So
right, yeah, Television's Highlander, the Adrian Paul always seemed very distressed with his extended lifespan. No, I couldn't handle that. But you're a lot stronger than I am, Holmes.
Plus, the world demands you.
Exactly. Nobody wants us to live forever.
The world can live without Jim and Conrad.
I don't know if that's true.
It can't suffer the loss of Jonathan. Even if that means keeping him around as a haunted lich.
Yeah, it's not really living at that point, is it?
It'll be brilliant. You'll wear like a raggedy dressing gown and a paper crown.
That's not brilliant. That is bad life.
You can start doing that now, actually.
I
go around Boston. Go around Boston wearing like a stained, shitty old dressing gown and a paper crown, like from a Christmas cracker or something. Wear roller skates, and me and Conrad will have like string tied to your waist, and we'll be pulling you along so it looks like you are spookily floating. And you'll just float around Boston pointing at people, saying, "I'm a lich! Give me all your money!"
It's a great lich voice. Got better the longer you did it. It's like you hurt yourself into authenticity.
Make a bit of money. You
I don't want any money.
You can have a bucket with a handle that you're holding, with a little note on it that says "Lich Donations," and we're pulling you along on roller skates. And you know we've got like black marker pen, like permanent marker pen, and we've drawn all lines all over your face so it looks rotten. And you just point at people. You know, we'll go near like some bars, biker bars at night. And you can just go past them and point at bikers and say, "I am a lich! Give me all your money! You fat bastard!" Like that to the biggest, heaviest biker.
That's not going to go over well.
Well, there's one of two ways that can go. I mean, either...
Yeah?
And this is the more likely scenario, I think. They recognize you as their undead lord and master and kneel in supplication. That's, I mean, practically a given. I mean, there is a small chance that they're not one of those death cult worshipping bicycle clubs. But, I mean, really,
yeah, I mean,
what are the odds, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's like a 95% chance of a biker gang worshipping the eternal dread forces of the Night Children. Jonathan, of all creatures of darkness who float and weave their screams under the veil of a silver moonlight, generally are involved in all the biker clubs. There's a couple of straight edge ones who will be very unhappy to see you.
Like Catholic ones?
There are some Catholic biker clubs, definitely.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, you know, one of them is a descendant of the Holy Knights Templar.
Wow, cool.
But, you know, as they went on, they changed the appearance of their organisation to be with the times, you know?
I don't know. I think you just free.
They're not in Boston, though.
Okay. Mm.
Most of them are your proper hardcore Satan-worshipping demonic bikers. Some of which, you know, might be demons in human form. And when they see you being pulled along on your child's roller skates with your dressing gown and your paper crown and a bucket, saying, "Give me all your money," they'll give you, you know, whatever they've got on them. $50. Why not?
I don't no.
Think of how many full roast chickens we can buy with $50. Not that many.
Yeah, like 4, 5.
That's enough to keep you going on a relatively lengthy local bus journey. And that'll be good. You'll be sat there on the chair with one chicken in your hands, and then 3 more sat on top of each other on the seat next to you. No one will sit next to you.
Do you want to talk about Zombie U?
I really don't.
You felt the feeling about it.
I'm quite happy
You're like,
talking about you being an undead master of sorcery and infernal knowledge.
I'm out. I can't. What can I say? What can I do? You know, there comes a time when you're cornered.
I know what your problem is, Jonathan.
Zombie U?
Liches have like long, lengthy strands of white hair, but you are completely bald. We need to cook up some spaghetti and duct tape that round the edges of your head
to make me spaghetti head.
More of a lich, spaghetti lich.
Zombie U's not getting a sequel, Jim. It's only sold 500,000 copies. 500,000 is not enough to garner a sequel.
Force your video game discussion on me.
I just wanted
like
to
the
tell you
unwanted advances of an aristocratic suitor.
It's a video. I mean, we are on this podcast because we are the video game guys, you know? Destructoid video game guys. Don't you want to be like us? We write about Zombie U. People read it. Exciting. 500,000 copies.
Yeah, let's do it.